Hello everyone. In this lecture, we will be learning about anonymous functions. Mainly, by anonymous function, we mean the lambda function. So the lambda function is an anonymous function, and these are basically functions without any names. These are single use functions, that is, used for one time only, and they take any number of arguments but can have only one expression. So I've used a lot of terminologies over here. Let us understand everything one by one. So what is a normal function? We use the def keyword, right? Followed by the function name, func, followed by the parenthesis and the attribute, right? Followed by body, and then the return step. And this is a normal function, right? A lambda function, on the other hand, and also, while calling the function, we can call it n number of times anywhere. We just need to write func followed by the parent, the parameter name, whatever you want to give. Let's say 4 over here. Now, lambda functions do not have any name. Here the name was func. So lambda functions do not have any name, and therefore it automatically suffices that it cannot be used many number of times. The same lambda function cannot be called over and over again. It can be called only once at a given position where it is written. Now, it can also only have one expression, while a normal function can have multiple expressions, right? Let's say what I want to do, I want to, let's say, okay, so let's say I want to write total sum, let's say total t is equal to x plus y, right? X and y has been defined, let's say, or maybe I'm taking that in the parameter itself. And then what I'm doing is I'm taking, let's say, division d is equal to total by, let's say, 4. I'm doing some random things out here. And let's say exponential is equal to t by 4 into to the power, 3. So all these things cannot be done in lambda function. I mean, it can be done, but in a single line. You cannot take 2-3 lines to do that, to compute your work, right? All right. The syntax for lambda function is lambda. So that is what we write. Lambda is the symbol, the name of the function, lambda. Lambda x, or any name that you want to give, any parameter name you want to give, let's say lambda a colon a plus 5. So that's what would be happen. When you return a, it would give me the value. Let's say the value of a is 5 or 7. So my output will be 12. That's all about lambda functions. So let us check it out. All right. So as we have learned what a lambda function is. Now, so the first example basically says, what if we want to find the square of a number? I will do a comparative analysis between normal function and a lambda function, right? So what if we want to find the square of a number? That's a very simple thing to do. This is basically a normal function. So what we have done is def square. Square is the name that I've taken. You can take any other name. Let's say you can take tiger. Makes no sense, but you can take it. So def square of x, return x into x. That is what square does, multiplying the same number by itself. And then we print square of 4, and we get the expected output, 16, right? Here we could have also, okay, we have done return only, okay, fine. Now, in case of a lambda function, what does it do? It's very interesting. What I've done is, I've taken a name of a variable square equals to lambda x such that this, this colon is called such that. So, lambda x such that x into x, such that x is x into x. That's how we interpret it. And print square of 4, and we are getting the same output. So that's what we have done. Lambda, right? Lambda x such that x is x into x. And this is something we have taken the variable to be square. And now what I'm doing is square of 4. So I'm getting 16 as the output. Right? Let me show this by another example. So let's say I'm asked to get the maximum of two numbers that has been entered, right? In case of a normal function, what would I do? Def, I've taken the name as max. Max x comma y. If x greater than y, return x, right? Max. Else, return y. Makes sense. If that is what I mean, if x is not greater than y, then please return y. Just to give you a in-depth analysis, what if x is equal to y? What should it return? It can return any of them. And that's how here it would be returning y, because only this case has been fulfilled, x greater than y. Other than this, it would return y if even x is equal to y or y is greater than x. Anyway, so now when I'm printing max of 3, 7, it's giving me 7. Makes sense. It's an easy thing to understand. Now for lambda function, what I've done is max equals to lambda of x comma y such that x, that is such that return x if x is greater than y, else y. Else, that is this, return y. And I'm getting the same output. Print max of 3, 7, and I'm getting 7 is the output. Right? Now we come to sorting. So what happens over here is sorting of a list of tuples using lambda function. We need to sort this list based on ascending order of the numericals. Right? So we need to sort this list based on ascending order of the numericals. These are the numericals. So what essentially is happening over here, list 1 contains multiple tuples, right? And each tuple contains a string and an integer. And our task over here is to sort the list based on the numericals. So what I've done is list1.sort, right? Okay, let us understand what would happen taking each and everything into account. Okay. So let me copy this out and let me paste it. So we understand this is the list. Now, what if I press, right? What if I press list1.sort? What do we get? We get caret 4, eggs 3, zebra 5. So what has it done actually? It has sorted, but based on the strings. First comes C, then comes E, and then comes Z. But our task was to sort based on ascending order of the numericals, not the strings. And that is why we also pass another parameter, which is called key. So key here would be, key here should represent the numbers. And that's what we have done. Key equals to lambda of x such that x of 1 is returned. X, this is x of 0, right? And this is x of 1. So that's what we have actually done. And now when I press it, I get, the first is to be eggs 3, then I get caret 4, and then I get zebra 5. I hope this is clear to you. Going forward, let's understand this. Here we need to sort this list based on ascending order of the age. So this is basically a list containing multiple dictionaries, not tuples, right? And I need to sort this list based on the ascending order of age. So simple thing, list1.sort key equals to here would be lambda x such that x of age, right? So x of age is returned. And now see, first age is 12, then it's 16, and then it's 18. So when we have a list containing other data structures, we need to use the particular parameter called key and then define what is the parameter using which I want to sort it. And here lambda function becomes quite important. Otherwise, what we have had to do, we had to define a function and it would have taken 2-3 lines. Makes no sense. And this is a one-time process, we understand that. And that is the usage of the practical implementation of a lambda function. So I hope the lambda function, which is also an anonymous function, is clear to you. Hope to see you in the next successive lectures.